Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing a 1987 film, The Monster Squad. And of course, most of the actors that are in this movie are not even, became big names or anything, so it's not really worth mentioning the cast. But this movie reminds me of the only thing you can compare the Monster Squad to is like the Goonies meets the Universal Monster movie, the Universal Monsters, and that's exactly what this movie is, with a supernatural, twist to it, which we're going to get into in a second. Because this movie is a bunch of kids who are obsessed with the at least 3 or 4 of them, or is in the the Monster Squad. A couple of them really decided to join a little group, which I'm going to get into as I talk about the movie. Are really obsessed with the Universal, and well, you kind of mention Universal Monsters, but they were interested in or obsessed with monster films, and also B horror movies as well, but mostly the old Universal Monster movies. And on this date, and a couple other kids joined them later. One, because he defended, there was one particular fat kid, in this group of the 3 kids, and so he asked the other 2 kids that's in the Monster Squad, his little club, if he could join the club because he defended me and stuff from a bunch of bullies. He said, "Oh, okay, we let him join." And there's the other, the sister, or the older sister, one of the other boys. She joins the club later on, or helps him out later on, which we're going to get into. And the baby sister of one of the other kids also joins. So it comes out to about 5 kids total in the film, as the Monster Squad. Now, of course, this movie, the base of this movie is, it was in 100 years ago to the day, Van Helsing stopped all the the monsters. Like stopped Dracula, the Frankenstein monster, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and even the creature from the Black Lagoon, or the Gill Man. So it's all 5 of them with this amulet. Now, every 100 years, the monsters come back and try to destroy this amulet that put them away 100 years ago. If they destroy the amulet, they could take over, pretty much take over the world and kill as many people as they can without anybody to stop them. And they supernatural thing. So and the kids, figured out, because one of them ended up getting a diary of Van Helsing, was of course the guy who hunted Dracula, for the novel. But in the premise of this movie, he went after all the monsters, not just Dracula. Even though Dracula is the one that Van Helsing is most famous for going after in the original Bram Stoker's novel. So what happens is the boys are, and they have the book in their possession, Van Helsing's diary, but they eventually get the amulet. Because the amulet was protected by a bunch of crosses, and Dracula, of course, couldn't get to the amulet because of all the crosses and stuff, and it's protected with garlic as well, so it couldn't get at it. And neither could any of the other. For some reason, the other monsters couldn't get at it either. So, but the kids did, and they got the amulet. And of course, now Dracula and his goons and his fellow monsters were going after these kids through the whole film. First, he says that Dracula, the Frankenstein monster, and he becomes friends with the kids and defends them from Dracula, and he gets knocked off. Because he was helping the kids out. And then you had the Mummy going after him, and you had the Wolfman going after him. And meanwhile, one of the kids' fathers happens to be the sheriff in the town, and he's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But naturally, in all movies like this, the adults are stupid and the kids are smart. So thanks. So what happens is the kids did stop the monsters at the end of this thing, but the reason why the older girl, teenage girl, helps her out because they thought that she was because you needed a virgin to read the passages in Van Helsing's book to open up the portal so all the monsters could be sucked in there and be destroyed for another. And they have to worry about these monsters for like another 100 years. So, but the problem is that the girl was not a virgin. Right? And this is the one problem I have with this movie is that you had this 5-year-old girl who was the sister of one of the boys in the monster club. To read the Monster Squad, I should say, and the Monster Squad, to read the passages in the book, in Van Helsing's diary. That's the problem I have. I mean, come on, you had to get a 5-year-old girl in there, because the 5-year-old girls are usually, virgins. I mean, that's the one thing that bothers me. You see, picking on a 5-year-old girl to do this thing. 5-year-old girl. She's a virgin, the 5-year-old. So we have her read it instead of having a teenager. A teenage girl to read it, you have to have a 5-year-old to read it. That's the one problem I have with this movie. But other than that, I thought it was not a bad movie. It's entertaining for what it is, but could have been better. This movie definitely could have been better, and that's the problem I have with this whole movie. That it could have been better, and unfortunately. I mean, it is entertaining for, like I said earlier, it's like the Goonies versus the Universal Monster movies, or the Universal Monsters, and the line that the Monster Squad is known for is making a joke over the fact of the Wolfman, in particular, because they were talking about the Wolfman movies. Oh, how come the Wolfman was wearing pants, in the movie? And so one of the kids said, that's because the movie was made in the 1940s. You can't show a naked Wolfman in the 1940s. It would be completely inappropriate. So when the Wolfman was attacking the Monster Squad, one of the kids says, "Him in the Nords," or "him in the balls," basically. So, how do we know the Wolfman's got balls? So kick him in the Nords. So you do the term Nords instead of balls, and the kid does kick the Wolfman in the Nords. And he reacted, and the kids who kicked the Wolfman in the Nords says, "Whoa, the Wolfman's got Nords." That's the line that the guy in the Cinemassacre focus on that one line because that's the line that this is an over the top, funny, silly line, and it's like a throwaway line, and it's a line that's most known for. And when they stopped everything, and when the Monster Squad did stop all the monsters, here comes the National Guard, when the Army comes in, it says, and the Army General or the Commando officer, whatever it goes, figures out what the hell happened, and the kid goes, oh, we took care of the whole thing. I said, who are you guys, kids? I said, we're the Monster Squad, and that's how the movie ended. And the way the movie ended looks like you may have, because of that line at the end of the film, you're gonna have a sequel for the Monster Squad. But I don't think they ever made any sequels for this thing because I don't think that's. They already referenced it twice, like the Goonies versus meets the Universal Monsters, and there was all types of these types of movies back then. With the kids with the 80s, like the Goonies, you had the Lost Boys, so you had a couple other movies. And this is like the third one, and because this is October, it's getting close to Halloween, I decided to review this movie for you guys. And it's, it's that type of thing, and it doesn't do that. It didn't do that much for me, to tell you the truth. So that's my review of the movie The Monster Squad. Please click on the video, please rate it, please subscribe to my channel, please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews on my YouTube channel at RowdyC.com, it's all WDY, and that's C.com. There's a homepage to the Rowdy Reviewer, Christine Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.